Hello everyone, it's Lilac Dreams, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about trading in Horse Trading Tales, because I feel like trading in Horse Trading Tales is something that I feel very strongly about, but I feel very strongly about it on the sense that it should not be added. And I want to talk about why, because a lot of people do not understand my opinion, and a lot of people are really pushing trading, and because of how many people are pushing trading, I'm kind of scared that it might actually happen. So, if I go on Instagram on Foxy Ventures posts, they posted a new outfit for Halloween. It was like a wolf outfit. If I can find the post, I'll put it on the screen. But they posted this new outfit, right? And I thought all the comments are going to be, oh, this is so cool. You know, we haven't had new clothes added in a very long time. That's what I figured the comments would be. I looked at the comments, hoping to find some comments about, oh, this is so cool. You know, they're finally going to add new clothes, and it's cool. But that's not what the comments were. The comments were actually very, very different. And the comments were talking about how they wanted trading, and how they shouldn't be adding new outfits. And they weren't friendly suggestions either. The comments were very mean and rude. And they were like, what are you doing? You shouldn't add trading. You shouldn't add outfits, you should add trading. And I get a lot of comments like that on my videos too, that are like, they should add trading. Why haven't they added trading yet? And I want to talk about why I think they have not added trading, and why I think that adding trading would be a really, really bad idea. They probably are thinking about adding trading now just because of how many people have talked about it. And I just want to say why I do not think that would be a good idea, and why it might make me stop playing Horse Trading Tales pretty much completely, because I really think it would ruin the game. So, when I was younger, I don't know, I probably started, when I was younger, I played a game called Animal Jam. I'll put it on the screen. Everyone played Animal Jam. A lot of people played Animal Jam. I was late to the party. I only started playing in 2017. It was really popular before that, but I didn't start playing until 2017. But this game was super popular. It was a big game. Parents liked it because it taught about animals, and kids liked it because it was something to do. And you could talk to other people. But one thing in this game was trading. And trading in this game was huge. And that was not a good thing. When the game first came out, sorry, I heard a car behind me, but there isn't one. I'm just not smart. When the game first came out, there wasn't trading, and it was just people talking and buying stuff and having a good old time. But then they added trading later into the game. And, sorry, I keep looking behind me. I feel like there's a car coming, but there's not. Like, there's nothing there. I live on a dead-end road, and I'm like, well, maybe my neighbors are coming, but there's literally nothing there. Okay, anyway. Animal Jam is now a trading game, but it's not supposed to be. It is supposed to be a game about animals where you can roleplay and hang out with your friends, but instead, it's turned into a trading game because they added trading. And you might think, well, that's fine, right? You just trade items and you have fun. And no, it's not. And that's what I want to talk about, because yes, Animal Jam is a trading game now, and it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a role-playing game where you guys can have fun and talk to your buddies and whatever, but it's not anymore. It is very much so trading, and people are not very nice about it. Anytime you go online, you ask for a roleplay, you ask to hang out with people, but no, all they want to do is trade, and that is literally all they want to do. And you're thinking, okay, fine, but that's not going to happen to Horse Trading Tales. And if it did, would it really be such a bad thing? Because my friends won't ever turn like that. And okay, sure, maybe not everyone will turn like that, and maybe it won't become that integrated like it did with Animal Jam. But that still doesn't mean it's good. And that's because trading will include hacking. And trading will start scamming and hacking and make a toxic community. And the reason why that will happen is because people will always want your items. If you're wearing a good item, people are going to ask to trade it. Always. Without a doubt. If you're wearing a good item, people are going to ask to trade it. If you're wearing a bad item, people are going to talk about how you are horrible and you don't have any stuff. And it'll lead to bullying, because that's what happened on Animal Jam. And if you guys don't believe me, that's fine. But it is a genuine concern that I have if trading were to be added. And you might think, well, people in the Horse Tales community are too good to become scammers and hackers. And no, that's really not true. Especially with the amount of young players playing Horse Tales. There's a lot of players that are quite young playing the game, and they would get taken advantage of. You know, they'd be wearing their favorite shirt or whatever, and someone would try to come and try to hack it from them. And even if there wasn't scamming and hacking involved in trading, which I really think there's going to, if trading is added, there's no doubt going to be so many scams and hacks, and I'm going to have to make a lot of videos on awareness, because I have a feeling that a lot of people would fall for them. Not being rude or anything, but I genuinely think, like, scammers, they're smart. And a lot of people would do that. And hacking on the game, hacking is really easy on Horse Tales. I don't want to tell you how to do it, because I don't want to encourage it. But hacking is very, very easy. I got hacked. You guys know that. Obviously, I got my account back, but I did get hacked. And if there was trading, someone might have hacked me and then traded all of my stuff over to them. Because hacking is so very easy. And then once you get hacked, it's not like you can just prove that your stuff was gone. Like, how are you supposed to prove that? You know? Unless Foxy Ventures keeps a record of all the trades. And even if they did, they probably wouldn't care. Like, even on Animal Jam, if you get hacked, you don't get your stuff back. But on Animal Jam, you have passwords. So if you get hacked, it's your fault. Well, sometimes. Or if you get hacked, it's not your fault, and people are just really good at hacking people, which is also not your fault, but that Animal Jam will just blame it on your password. Don't worry about it, it's a big thing. Anyway, hacking and scamming are big concerns if trading comes to Horse Tales, but that's not just it. Besides hacking and scamming, what are you even supposed to trade? Would you trade currency? Because that's the only thing I could think of that you would trade. All the clothes in the game, you can buy in the store. So, like, the only reason to trade clothes would be because you haven't bought it yet. And that doesn't make sense to me, because, okay, sure, I haven't bought this shirt yet, and I want it. So I'll trade a shirt that I have bought with a friend. And then we'll both get what we want. And yeah, I do get that. But at the same time, it just feels like a waste of an option. Because if someone has bought everything and they don't want anything else, or if they bought everything they want and they don't want anything else, people are always just going to ask them to trade, and they're like, well, I don't want to. I have everything. So the only way I could think of, if you could trade, like, currency. Trading horses, I feel like, wouldn't work. Just because of how Horse Tales is set up. I don't think trading horses would work. You trade a horse and then what? Your entire stable and horse would just randomly disappear? Because to be completely honest, that doesn't make sense. And then what is that person supposed to name that horse? Like, how does that work? Like, I don't get that. I don't see how that would work. I feel like it would make the game really, really glitchy. And I don't really see how that would work. So, I mean, I really don't get it. And I really don't get why people want trading so much. They're just like, well, I want to give horses to friends, or I want to get for horses that I want. And I just don't think it would work very well, because then everyone would have the cool horses. Or, in fact, no one would have the cool horses, because if you don't have cool stuff, no one's going to want to trade with you. And no one's going to want to talk to you, because you don't have the cool stuff. So, like, if trading were added right this very second, I would benefit, maybe, because I have good horses to trade, and then I'm willing to trade. I have good clothes that I'm willing to trade, and I'm experienced enough with other games to know not to get hacked and not to get scammed. Except for the hacking part, which you can't even help yourself from getting hacked on Horse Tales. So if there's trading added in, your items would get stealed. I'm so good at grammar. Would get stolen very, very often, because someone would hack you and then go onto a different device and trade all your stuff over to them. Like, that would happen so often, and people would be crying, and it'd be a big deal because you don't have, you don't have passwords. So it would happen so often, and that's why they really should not add trading. 1, there's nothing to trade. 2, it's not safe for the player. Scamming and hacking would be there would be so much scamming, there would be so much hacking, and people would just quit, because if they get hacked, do you really think they're going to want to come back to the game? Probably not. If you get hacked, would you want to come back to a game? If you get hacked out of everything you have and customer service can't help you, would you come back to the game? Because I certainly wouldn't. If you get scammed out of everything you have, are you going to come back to the game? No. Trading would ruin the game, and it really would. It's just, it's not good. I don't understand why people want it so much, because the only things that would bring were bad. Maybe you could get that one horse you've always wanted, but then what? People always ask for it and beg for it. Or like, you want to get a horse, but no one likes your stuff, and they all are mean to you because you don't have good stuff, because that's what happens in Animal Jam. That's why, like, when younger players are playing Animal Jam, I don't feel like younger players should be playing Animal Jam. And if trading gets added to Horseshoe Tales, it'll kind of like up the age requirement too, because you need kids that are old enough not to know not to get scammed. Like, kids that are old enough to know not to get scammed. Sorry, I worded that wrong. So it's just a big issue, and I feel like no one's really acknowledging this issue, because there is an issue, and no one's really acknowledging it. And it worries me, because what if they actually do add trading? Especially with all the mean comments on Instagram. What if they just suck up, add trading? What would happen to the game? Because I don't think it would be good. Horseshoe Tales would become nothing but trading. Who cares about the horses? All I want to do is trade. Who cares about anything you ever liked in the game ever before? I just want to trade. Maybe it'd be something for people that reach level 40 to do, but I feel like they should not focus on trading, and maybe they should focus on adding more levels. I'm actually going to be coming out with another video in like a week or two, talking about everything that Horseshoe Tales should add, or not everything, 10 things Horseshoe Tales should add, and I feel like those things on that list would be way better to add than trading. And not my previous list. You guys can ignore my previous list, because yes, it is a list, but this one I've thought out a lot more, 10 more things, so it's definitely a lot more things that I want more, but things that are a lot more important than trading and would fix the game rather than ruin it. So that is my opinion on trading. I don't really want to read the comments for this video, because they're all either going to be agreeing with me or arguing with me. So I guess if I changed your perspective or gave you a new perspective on this, let me know in the comments. If you still think trading would be okay, let me know why you think that, because I do not understand how scamming and hacking and players lying and doing nothing but trading all day long is a good game. So let me know in the comments. Those are my concerns. I wanted to talk about it. I've talked about it in comments before. I've talked about it in live streams, but I haven't made an official video. So I just kind of wanted to get it out there, say everything. This is what I think of trading. I don't think it's a good thing, and I don't think it would end well for the Horseshoe Tales community, and I don't know. And if trading is added, will I have to suck up and deal? Yeah. But if I get scammed, or if I get hacked, or if I see anyone get scammed or hacked, I'm not going to be happy. And if Horseshoe Tales becomes anything, like if Horseshoe Tales becomes only trading specifically and no one else wants to do anything else except trade, I might quit, because what am I supposed to do then? I don't want to trade. Like, I don't get it. Sure, there's Pegasuses and stuff and clothes that I want, but I'd rather work for them and buy them and save up my gems and save up my black pearls than just trade for them and have the game become ruthless scamming and hacking, because I really don't want that. Anyway, I think that concludes our video. I hope you guys understand my opinion on this and why I really do not want trading. I really hope trading doesn't get added, and if it does, it would be a very poor decision on Foxy Ventures' part, and I just wish people would stop pushing it, because it just wouldn't be safe for younger players, and I know that. So feel free to drop a like, even if you don't agree with my opinions. I mean, I guess if you don't agree with my opinions, just dislike the video. I don't really care. I don't even look at how many dislikes the video has. No, dislikes actually help the algorithm too. So if you dislike the video, my video will still, a dislike basically counts as a like. It doesn't matter which one you push as long as you push it. So push one. But yeah, so subscribe, drop a comment on your opinions nicely. Your opinions, like not a rant. I don't need any more. I just ranted myself. You guys don't need to rant. You guys can just organize your opinions nicely. Yeah, remember to dream on, and I'll see you in my next video.